The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show, The Absurd. I think you know, in the show, we look at absurd mysteries and histories, funky strange goings-on, stuff in the news, stuff current, stuff local, stuff ancient, and
Just
stuff from around the world, all kinds of stuff. That bird over there, that little bird of a voice, that's Mel.
I have a bird voice.
Not really. Hi, Mel.
Hi, Rod. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, peachy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love peaches.
Do you?
Oh, God. They're one of my favorite fruit.
Going to the country. You're going to eat a lot of peaches.
Do you know who that is?
I
It's
can't
a
remember.
Long band title. Presidents of the United States of America. I like their song Lump.
Lump? I don't know if I know that one.
Oh, I guarantee you know it.
Well, probably.
I'm going to play it right after we're done.
Okay.
I promise you.
Okay.
If you do know it, you have to buy my dinner tonight.
Okay.
No, you
Well,
know.
then I'm just going to say I don't know it.
Yeah, it's true. But I'll tell by your face. No, we're not making a bet. So, yeah, things are good.
Yeah.
Things are peachy.
Things are just peachy.
Have a nice weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to go to, well, it wasn't weekend, kind of, sort of.
Oh,
But I had to go to Toronto for work
Ooh.
overnight, so that was kind of fun.
Was it?
Some parts of it.
Hmm.
I mean, like the corporate stuff. It's,
Nah.
eh.
Yeah.
But like the party after was kind of fun.
Was it free drinks?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oof,
So
my-
you know, it got a little windy.
Oh, you had some drinks?
Have we met?
Yeah.
When have I ever said no to free drinks?
Well, no time that I've witnessed.
Well, there you go. Even
Wait.
when I got to pay for them, I still don't say no.
That did Maureen go to?
Yes.
Was that just last week that I was speaking to you when you were on the train?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You haven't been there like in the past couple weeks before that?
Yeah, I was.
For work?
Yes.
Okay, it was that time. Then.
Okay.
I hate going to Toronto now, man.
I do too.
It sucks because when I was younger, I loved going,
Yeah,
but now it's such a pain in the ass.
it is a pain in the ass, and everything's so like go 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 go. Like I got home, so I went up Thursday morning on the train,
Yeah. Go or
And-
via?
took the go,
Okay.
and got to the office, or we got to the hotel, dropped off our suitcases, went to the office for the corporate stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then went back to the hotel to check in officially, and then had to like quick change and get down to the evening event, which was kind of cool. It was like a cooking competition, but not
Oh.
really cooking
Right.
competition, because it was like stations that were already sort of set out for you,
Okay.
and there was actual chefs working there.
Ah,
So they kind of walked you through how to do it, and then they actually cook everything and make it pretty and present it, and then
Yeah.
we got like a 4-course meal at the end of it
sweet.
with all the free drinks.
Wow.
And then the few of us that were staying at the hotel,
Uh-huh.
we went to the lounge there and just had more drinks.
My God.
So I had a lot.
And then what? With Friday, were you back in the office there?
Back in the office at 9 a.m.
Awesome.
for employee engagement.
Oh God. I hate corporate speak so much.
And then once that was done, went to train station again and
Mhm.
had another beer, waited for the train, came home. I was exhausted by the time I got home on
sure.
Friday. Like just
Oh yeah, yeah,
exhausted. Even though I had like a good night's sleep, hotel to myself, but I
Yeah.
was just done.
yeah. Right.
Just done.
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 Mm-hmm.
Done, I say. And then I went out Saturday night with
Yeah.
my friend Christine,
Very cool.
and we went to Rural Roots.
No, shocking.
And got a little windy there.
What is this windy shit?
Windy. Okay, I'm going to tell you the story.
Oh God.
Okay, Christine, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell it.
Does she listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, sometimes.
Hey, Christine.
So we were at Rural Roots one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was standing there talking to the owner. It was like kind of the end
Roger.
of the night. Yeah, Roger. And she was paying. And then all of a sudden, I just kind of see her slowly falling to the floor. And she's sitting on the floor. I'm like, what are you doing? And she said, oh, I don't know. Like a gust of wind came in and knocked me over.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, it does get pretty windy in here. So that's where the term windy
Gotcha.
came from.
Gotcha.
So that's that. You're going to hear me say that a lot.
Okay.
Getting windy.
Right. So you're like a teenager now on the using the latest slang and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are happy to use it, but remember where it came from.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll use it and I'll give you full props. No, that's not the best.
And then Sunday, I was as useless as the G in lasagna.
Where'd you hear that one?
I don't know.
You didn't make it up.
No, probably not.
Well, it's not really useless.
Okay, we don't need to break it down.
Well, because otherwise it would be lasagna.
Lasagna.
So you do kind of pronounce the G in a funky, weird way. I've never really thought about it.
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Yeah.
I make a killer
I
lasagna.
love lasagna.
Oh, have I ever made you my lasagna?
What do you think?
So
Where would
that's
I
a
have
no.
eaten it? At bingo?
That would have been funny.
It would be.
Here's
I
your
would have.
lasagna.
Yeah, cool.
Anyways, what'd you get up to?
Friday, late afternoon, I went to Cottle's Catch seafood store.
Mm-hmm.
Then went to TNT. Always
Yep.
a freaky experience.
It really is.
And Giant Tiger, which we both know and love dearly.
I do.
And Saturday afternoon, I went to the Jays game
Mm-hmm.
in Toronto.
Oh, you did?
I just
I don't
said
think I
didn't.
knew that.
Well, you don't. You know it now.
Oh.
They won,
Mm-hmm.
beating the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Well, that's good.
It is good. 5-2, memory serves. Saturday evening, I made salmon tacos because I
Mhm.
bought salmon at the seafood store. I bought salmon at the seafood store.
Wow. That's good singing.
Thank you. And then yesterday, not much. And then I went out last night with my friend Sabby and his brother, who's going back to northeastern Saskatchewan. I believe he was leaving today.
Oh, yeah. I
Driving
met
back.
him last week.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yes, you did. Dot. D-A-T is a short version
For-
of his name.
what's-
Sadat.
Oh, sit down.
S-E-D-A-T. Like the
Okay.
now assassinated president of Egypt.
Got it.
But I'm remiss. Last week, of course, we asked each other how our weekends was. And I couldn't think of what I did Saturday. And I hope she didn't listen to that because the next day I'm like, oh, crap. So that Saturday night, when I said I did nothing, I actually went out to Herb with my friend Jessica.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want her to think that I, just glossed over that.
Right.
And I had the same thing I have every time I go there. The beef brisket grilled cheese. Damn.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
So I'm
good.
going there Thursday.
No way.
Aberb.
For a work thing?
Yeah.
God, you guys are lame. Myra, glad I don't have any insurance with your company. I won't say it. That's where all my friggin' money's going.
Well, we've got a couple new hires, so we're going out to, it's like a welcome lunch.
Awesome. The one in Waterloo?
Yeah.
I recommend the, what's it called? Aberb Light
Okay.
for beer.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right.
Very good. You'll like it.
Okay.
Promise you. Or if
Better.
you're feeling brave, you can try the Buggy Whip.
The Buggy Whip.
Yeah, it's 7% alcohol.
Ooh.
Or the Men in Night. Get it?
Uh-huh.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 6.3%.
Whew.
Yeah, you might want to
Yeah.
stick with the Aberb.
Probably, since I'll have to go back to the office.
but it is damn
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
darn good beer.
Okay.
Hex to the yes. Yeah, that's
Cool.
pretty much me. Last week of bingo coming up this Thursday.
Oh, yeah?
Somebody won the 750 2 weeks ago.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool for them. Doesn't mean anything to me.
No.
Another point.
Yes.
This is actually some business.
Okay.
My friend Scott in South Korea, he has a question for you.
For me?
I
boy.
remember Mel saying she doesn't believe in ghosts in one episode. Yet in another episode, she mentions that she had a childhood friend who lived in a creepy haunted house. At the risk of sounding like the college nerd off The Simpsons, I know exactly who he's talking about.
Yep.
Quote, I mean, what are we supposed to believe? That it's some sort of magic house or something? That's actually, I won't describe the Simpsons episode, but it's a good one. So he asks a good question. I remember it was a friend of yours down near Chatham, I think.
What?
Dude, you told the story.
I did?
Yeah, it wasn't me. And you, Chatham or Sarnia or, I don't know, Petrolia, whatever, down in and around there.
Okay.
And it was a friend of yours who had some creepy stuff happen in her house.
Oh, okay, so that was Airdrie,
Oh.
Alberta.
Okay, I'm way the hell off.
Yeah, you're way off.
Okay, still oil.
Yeah, as like a teenager.
Okay.
She had some stuff happening in her house.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you still stand by your answer, though, that you don't believe in ghosts?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, like it was. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a weird thing. I like to rationalize everything. I'm like, I don't know, something must have happened.
Well,
for
that's a
that to
good
happen.
scientific approach, yeah.
But
So now, I can't remember what the third thing is, but I know now that I want you to get stung by a bee, and I want a ghost to appear to you.
okay.
Yeah. It would be really awesome if you were like taking a shower and you turned around to grab the shampoo or whatever and there was a ghost standing there.
Great. Thanks for that. Thanks for that visual.
That would be awesome.
I am never having a shower ever again.
Please do. But first the lights in the bath. No, the lights in the bathroom would go off 1 second after you turned around and saw a ghost. Awesome.
No.
I'm going to do whatever I can to
No,
make that happen.
No. Speaking of bees,
Yeah. You got stung?
There was a memory that came up on Facebook of my
no.
daughter.
Oh.
They were doing some sort of class, whatever they were doing. They were talking about bees in class.
Yeah.
And they had a thing they had to fill out. They had to draw a bee.
Uh-huh.
And then the question was, what do I know about bees? And the answer that she put was, my mom loves bees.
Atta girl,
I'm
Addison.
like, wait a second.
Atta girl.
I don't think I do.
They're going to love you.
Yeah. It was funny.
Bees are awesome.
My mom loves bees. Yeah.
Did she get a good mark on it?
I don't know.
I hope so. That kind of stuff deserves reward. Yeah, okay, so yeah. I'll remind you again when you drop me off after we go out about my ghost wish.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, shall we get into
I'm only
today?
going to have a shower during the day now. Never at nighttime.
Yeah, but dude, you close the bathroom door when you're showering?
Yeah.
Is there a window in the bathroom?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
And it's glass.
Beveled?
What's the text called? Glass doors. Shower doors.
Yeah.
So it's not shower curtain, so it's not dark in there.
No, it's okay. It will be when the light goes off. And then you'll hear behind you,
Could it be in like a sexy man's voice though?
okay, listen to this. Oh, you're going to have an awesome time. I'm going to get out my Ouija board and make shit happen.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. So,
What do you got for stories?
yeah,
Are
it's
you
my
going
turn
into
to
it?
start this week because you had to start last week as your punishment
Right.
for missing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got two stories today. Both are, I would say they're both true crime. One is absolutely true crime.
Okay.
The other one is true, and it's about a crime. But
it's true crime.
It's a bit of Canadian history as well,
Okay.
and not old-timey ancient history.
Okay.
So I wonder how many of our listeners know this or even remember it. Are you ready?
I can't wait.
Denis Lortie was born in Quebec on March 10th, 1959. As the youngest son of 8 children, his exact birthplace within Quebec is not publicly known. Lortie and all his siblings were physically and sexually abused by their father for many years. Lortie's father reportedly fathered a child with one of his daughters. God, that's cool.
God.
One of the Lortie siblings finally informed the police of the abuses in the late 60s. In 1969, Lortie's father was sent to federal prison for 3 years. In 1972, Lortie's father finished incarceration but never returned to the family. Awesome. Probably a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did the name Denis Lortie trigger any bells?
No.
Okay. Lortie joined the Canadian Armed Forces in the late 1970s after finishing high school in Quebec. Lortie served in the logistics branch at CFB Borden. CFB stands for Canadian Forces Base.
Mm-hmm.
Borden, as you may know, is up by Barrie. Canadian Forces Base Valcartier, which is in Quebec. CFB Halifax, which is in Halifax. And CFS, Canadian Forces Station, Carp, like the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those who may not know, Carp is where, I'm not sure, I think it's still there, but it's now a tourist thing, is where the Diefenbunker was, named after Prime Minister Diefenbaker.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a large underground bunker where the government would go to in the event of a nuclear war.
Okay.
And they would be able to continue on the government from within inside this bunker.
Okay.
All right. On December 27th, 1980, Lortie married Lisa Levesque in Quebec City, and he was posted to CFB Halifax the following year. The couple had a son in 1982 and a daughter in 1983. At the I almost gave away a key word. At the time of the incident at hand, Lortie was posted to CFS Carp near Ottawa, was ranked a corporal, and worked as a supply technician. Lortie was bilingual in French and English, but even while speaking French, his native language, he encountered pronunciation difficulties. This resulted in irregular and halting speech. Lortie blamed his social and professional failures on his inability to speak English flawlessly, and was keenly aware that his poor English reinforced negative stereotypes of Francophones and Quebecois. After the birth of his daughter, Lortie worried that he would become abusive in the manner of his father, and contemplated killing himself and his family before placing blame on the governing pro-sovereignty Parti Québécois for his problems. Disliking the party's advocacy of a francophone identity for Quebec, Lortie planned his plan, okay, I don't want to give it away, as a means of broadcasting his discontent. On May 7, 1984, Lortie left the CFS Carp military base, pretending that he needed time off to arrange a divorce with his wife. Lortie had previously attempted to secure leave from the base, but was refused. It was during this encounter that Lortie later claimed he saw the face of his father on the face of the officer that denied his request. He rented a car, drove to Quebec City, and took a guided tour of the Parliament building. He then rented a room in a motel for the night. The next day, May 8, 1984, at 9:30 a.m., Lortie walked into CJRP radio station in Quebec City, identified himself as Mr. D, and dropped off a sealed envelope containing an audio tape from one of the station's hosts. He instructed the staff not to open the envelope until 10:30 a.m., but they opened it anyway. Of course they are. Discovering that it was a statement of Lortie's plans, to which he declared, The government now in power is going to be destroyed. By the time CJRP staff contacted police, Lortie's plan was already underway. Still nothing? All right. At 9:45 a.m., Lortie entered the Parliament building. Remember, this is the Quebec provincial government Parliament building.
Okay.
Entered through a side door located on Grande Allée. He was dressed in combat uniform and armed with 2 C-1 submachine guns, an English pistol, a duffel bag containing 400 rounds of 9mm NATO ammunition, as well as a knife strapped to his leg. As he entered the building, he shot and mortally wounded a receptionist, then killed a messenger whom he encountered in a corridor. He then went into a smoking room and shot and wounded a person there before moving to the cafeteria, but finally found his way into the assembly chamber, outside of which dozens of armed Sûreté de Quebec officers, as well as more than a dozen other officers, parliamentary officers, operatives in Quebec City Police, helicopters, and snipers were taking position. Shit's happening. Based on later testimony, it is clear that he intended to assassinate Premier René Lévesque and other members of the governing Parti Québécois. His plan was to enter the assembly chamber during the parliamentary committee meeting, which was starting at 10 a.m. That morning, instead of wearing a watch, Lortie timed his attack by listening to CJRP radio and waited for the host to end his segment. Pretty good. On that day, the radio host ended his broadcast 20 minutes early, leading Lortie to enter the building as make his way to the assembly chamber while it was mostly empty. He opened fire on the government employees still inside, killing 1 and wounding 11. The National Assembly Sergeant-at-Arms René Gilbert was informed that there was a man in military uniform with a gun in the assembly chamber. Upon stepping out of the elevator, Lortie asked him why he came, and fired his submachine gun inches from his face. Gilbert told him that he, too, had been a soldier with the Royal 22nd Regiment, also known as the Vendus, because it's 22. Get it? French. And that if Lortie would allow it, he would show him his discharge card. Lortie agreed, after which Gilbert persuaded him to show his own identification. After this exchange, Gilbert persuaded Lortie to come into his office to discuss the matter and release the other civilians in the assembly chamber. Gilbert talked to Lortie for more than 4 hours, ultimately promising him that he would be able to surrender to military police, since he was unwilling to surrender to civilian police. At 2:15 p.m., Lortie surrendered to officers of the SQ, and Quebec City Police and the National Assembly Security. For his actions, which literally prevented further death, Gilbert was awarded the Cross of Valor several months later. One of the contributing factors to the shooting, allegedly, was the easy access that Lortie had to both weapons and ammunition. Unlike other non-combat Canadian Forces base, CFS Carp, the base at which he was stationed, apparently did not have an armory or ammunition lockers, so was openly stored. Which doesn't sound like an awesome idea.
Probably not.
According to psychiatrist Pierre Melou, who was assigned to the case, Lortie had paranoid schizophrenia and had organized his crime during a psychotic episode, believing that he was acting on instructions given to him from God. Nevertheless, in 1985, Lortie was convicted of first-degree murder, but a new trial was ordered when the Quebec Court of Appeal determined the trial judge had made errors while instructing jurors about how they should weigh testimony from the psychiatrist heard in the case. Lortie pleaded guilty to reduced charges of second-degree murder in 1987. In 1995, Lortie was released on day parole to a halfway house in Hull, Quebec, after being released from a minimum security correctional facility north of Montreal, where he had been undergoing psychiatric treatment. Also classes to deal with aggression, and serving a life sentence with no eligibility for parole for 10 years. According to the Patrol Board of Canada, Lortie no longer possessed a threat to society and patched his life together despite being responsible for one of the most notorious events in Quebec history. Shut up. Under the release terms, Lortie was required to spend every night at the halfway house between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. He was also required to let parole board supervisors know where he was at all times and was restricted to a 40-kilometer radius from the house. The relatives of some of Lortie's victims believed he was not punished severely enough, with some believing he should have been executed, a punishment that could not be applied by the civilian courts as Canada abolished the death penalty for murder in 1976, though technically possible at the time via the Canadian Forces military justice system. So up until not so long ago, in the military, they could still execute you. They haven't forever, and now they don't at all. It's not allowed. Lortie was granted full parole in July 1996, and as of 2007 was married with a steady job and a house, and had reportedly been forthcoming with the people who monitor his case. Bit of Canadian history for you.
Wow. I don't think I heard that story.
I remember it on the news.
It was early 80s, you said?
No, mid-80s.
So it was just a wee thing.
You were that wee. Yeah, 84.
Yeah,
But I remember on the news, like he's sitting in, the chair where like the House Speaker would sit, in full combats with a 9mm Sterling submachine gun, and occasionally just firing rounds. And the sergeant at arms, you can see him standing beside him talking to him. That takes some balls, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So he talked him down. But, and I'm all for appropriate prison sentences. My opinion, nowadays they're not long enough, often. But in this case, I mean, I also do agree that, mental issues can play a factor.
Sure.
And if this guy was in a psychotic break, which they say he was, and he's had treatment, and now ever since he's, keeping his nose clean, as it were, and contributing. Yep. I'm good with it.
Yep.
Because you need to be punished, but if we can, what's the word? Begins with an R.
Rehabilitate.
Awesome. Thank you. If we can rehabilitate you and put you back out and you become a functioning member of society, that's a big win.
Absolutely.
Yep. And should be done wherever possible.
Yep.
So yeah, man, that's the incident.
Well, it's a good story.
Thanks,
well, not like good.
No, but
you know
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, man. What do you got? You got anything for us?
Yeah, well, mine's a little bit lighter.
No. Any
and
killings?
it's not. It's a short. It's a shorty.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, lay it on.
Well, I have a question for you first.
Sure.
Did you ever have a mullet?
Of course I did. I was a teenager in the 80s, dude. What are you talking about?
Fair.
Of course I did. Shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you have, was it long? Super long?
No, it wouldn't have been super long. Like, touch the back of my shirt.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
They've
kind of made a comeback, too. But now they call it, hockey hair.
They always called it that.
Yeah.
Hockey head.
Hockey head?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it's making a resurgence. It's vile.
Yeah.
I don't really care about trends anymore. I mean, I guess it's better than the broccoli cut.
Oh, gosh.
God, I hate that.
That is
so horrid
so ugly. I don't like that at all.
I don't either. But I'm not going to get one. I'm not going to do it.
You're not?
Well, I don't have the head of hair for it anymore, dude.
Maybe you could get, clip-ins or something.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
No?
I don't even care.
You should try.
Not even a little interested. So yes, I did have a mullet. Thank you for bringing that up.
Well, In Audrey, I'm going to try and pronounce this right, Audrey, Belgium,
Okay.
hundreds of distinctively groomed participants gathered this weekend in southern Belgium for the annual European Mullet Championships
Good.
to celebrate the once maligned hairstyle. Best captured by the tagline. What's the tagline? Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, right.
The mullet typically combines a closely cropped fringe and sides with flowing locks down the back of the neck.
Flowing locks. My locks flowed.
Popularized in the 1980s, it fell dramatically out of fashion before making a somewhat subversive comeback in recent years.
Subversive.
This year's European Championship is the fourth to be held since a group of enthusiasts in Belgium borrowed an idea from Australia from staging a competition. Would-be champions for this edition came from as far as France, Spain, and England. For many of those involved, the mullet is much more than a hairdo. It has become a way of life.
I love how they say all the way from France when it's like borders Belgium.
Yeah, I know. The mullet is open to others, to difference, to adventure. It has a wild side, said event spokesperson David Hubert, who goes by the pseudonym Edgar Funkel.
I like it.
In the quest to be crowned with the title of the best mullet in Europe, hopefuls first had to fill out a questionnaire explaining more about themselves. Of course, we choose a great hairstyle, but what we really want is to choose a wonderful person, said jury member Lorita Doulemise, 39, known as Dalita. What matters is the person carrying the mullet truly embodies values such as tolerance, kindness, and the freedom to be oneself. This is like, reminds me of like a beauty pageant or something.
Yeah,
Where
they're
they have to answer questions. And
building a philosophy around a haircut.
Yes. This competition isn't just for men. Belgian competitor Christine, 60, said her striking new haircut has helped her get through a recent difficult period in her life.
Well, whatever gets you through the night, all right.
It feels absolutely brilliant, and I still haven't taken any antidepressants, she said,
Wow.
showing off her silver gray do. Long live the mullet. Around 50 finalists were selected to show off their mullets before the cheering crowd. Winners were selected in a range of categories, including junior mullet, traditional mullet, unusual mullet, and veteran mullet. Eventually, the overall champions for 2026 were selected. The duo of Bernice, 44, and Samuel, 46, better known to their fans as Bessa Mullet. The U.S. also has a USA Mullet Championship, which has prizes up to $10,000 for having like a mullet. I mean, if you're gonna go find mullets, I'm pretty sure that's probably a good place to go.
Yeah, like start in Alabama.
Yeah, that's just the norm to like to be there.
Did you ever have a mullet?
Well,
Here we go.
kind of.
Uh-huh.
I had like really curly hair,
Yeah.
and I remember it was more like the poodle look, where it had like a tuft of hair in the front and it kind of went to the back.
Tuft in the back.
Tuft in the back.
Tuft
Poodle.
in the front, poodle at the back. You had curly hair?
I did. I had a perm.
Oh, so it wasn't naturally curly.
No. Well, my hair is naturally wavy. Like what
What?
this is right now this is just a natural
Right,
wave.
but it has no curls for those of you not
No,
on TV.
not like tight ass curls.
Not even really any.
No.
No.
No. But my mom put me through that.
I had curly hair as a kid.
And gave me a perm, and I have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I had more when I was younger, and it was just a big fro. I'm not sure why Mom thought of that.
I promise, and I swear by this, I will not post them online, but can you send me a picture?
I don't have any.
Liar. I had strawberry blonde hair as a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Glad I got rid of that. Yeah.
I've always had blonde hair, and everyone thought I used to dye it when I was like younger, but I wasn't going to do that. But my hair was really light in the sun, from the sun, and then winter would come, and I'd have this awful transition of like roots growing out, and everyone thought I colored it. I'm like, no.
Like a potato.
What?
Like a potato.
Yeah.
Like roots
Well, that's
growing
what
out.
sun-in was for.
Oh, man. Then it turns your hair green.
Oh man, that stuff! I can still smell it.
Can you
I remember
still buy
the
that
smell.
stuff?
I don't know. I
I'm not using it. What am I going to put it on? Like my scalp? You know.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, your scalp is really blonde.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're ever out there and you're bored, you should go to the mullet competition. Like, not you, because
I'm not going.
you don't have one. But
I don't want one. I did my time. I also had cowboy boots and that shit was in.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Wow.
dude, you try walking in the winter on cowboy boots, you want to see brave.
Okay.
Because they are slippery as hell.
You get one of those pictures dug up, and I'll get one with my poodle head.
I don't know if I have any pictures of me in cowboy boots, but I got some
I got the poodle head one.
I got equally incriminating photos.
Because it was like a big... Do you remember? I don't know what they called it, but it was like a big tuft of hair
I know
at
what
the front.
you mean. Dude, I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah,
of course I know what you
it
mean.
was so bad.
Most of my graduating class girls have hair like that.
Yeah. It was hot.
I will show you a picture when I find it. I know where it is, but I'm not doing it now. Of me with a mullet.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've seen them.
I'm pretty sure you haven't.
Really?
Really. By the way, I brought Melina a treat today. Sorry.
Yes.
By the way, I brought Mel a treat today.
Yeah, you did.
It's a can of Pineapple Crush Pop.
Yeah, I already drank it.
She drank it.
It's really good.
It's hard
They're
to
hard
find.
to find.
Yeah.
Yep. That one and the lime one. That's my other.
Oh, they had that one too.
I love the lime.
And birch beer. I like it.
Birch beer's
Birch.
so
I know. I
good.
bought one last time I was there for
Oh.
myself. I'm like, damn, I can get behind this.
Yeah.
It's $2.50 a can there.
I know. That's
It's out of
robbery.
Kinda. Okay. I'm gonna go into my next story.
Go for it.
You might know this one.
Okay.
'Tis very much a true crime story.
Okay. Give it to
And
me.
I want you to say like we or see or yes if you recognize the name.
Okay.
Diane Downs.
Gotta give me more.
All right. Diane Downs was born Elizabeth Diane Fredrickson. Is that out?
Nope.
Okay. On August 7th, 1955, in Phoenix, Arizona, to, what is that name? Willadine and Wesley. Those are her parents, all right?
Okay.
They were of Danish and English descent and had married in April 1954. Downs' mother said she and Fredrickson raised Downs and her 4 siblings not to be crybabies. That's never a good sign when a parent says something like that.
Agreed.
Downs testified that her father sexually abused her when she was a child, although she later recanted the allegation, and both parents denied any such acts took place. Downs grew up in a family with strict conservative values, and her parents forbade her from wearing fashionable clothes or makeup, which led to her being bullied. After age 14, she became rebellious, experimenting with style and asserting independence from her parents' rules. Sounds about right.
Yep.
That age. She graduated from Moon Valley High School. God, that sounds like...
Moon Valley High School.
What are those books that all the girls read when I was young?
Twilight.
No, when I was younger. Sweet Valley High.
Sweet Valley High. Oh, yeah, I read those.
That's what it reminded me of. I've never read them, but, you know. So she graduated from Moon Valley High in Phoenix, where she met her future husband, Steve Downs. Downs continued the relationship despite her parents' disapproval, probably because of it.
Mm-hmm. Been there.
She enrolled at Pacific Coast Baptist Bible College in Orange, California. No offense, but that's my idea of hell. But was expelled after 1 year for promiscuous behavior and returned to her parents' home in Arizona. On November 13th, 1973, Downs married Steve, who had enlisted in the United States Navy, after running away from home. Quote, "I did not marry Steve for love," she said at her trial. "I married Steve to get out of the family." Their first child, Christy Ann, was born in 1974. Cheryl followed in 1976. She ended her next pregnancy with an abortion, but after witnessing pictures of fetuses at an anti-abortion booth in a local fair, she regretted her decision. Quote, "I felt the need to do something to make amends for what I had done wrong," she testified. When I had the abortion, I was led to believe that a 6-week fetus is nothing more than mucus. Pretty sure that's not what anybody ever said.
Yeah.
Downs later testified that Steve had had a vasectomy, so she had an extramarital affair with a friend, Mark Sager, who became the father of her third child, Stephen Daniel, born in 1979. Diane and Steve regularly fought over financial issues and alleged infidelities, which resulted in their divorce in 1980, when Steve discovered that Daniel, the youngest son, was a result of an extramarital affair. On May 8, 1982, Diane gave birth as a surrogate mother to a girl named Jennifer, despite twice failing psychiatric tests due to signs of psychosis. I'm going to interject here. I have listened to a couple podcasts on this case, not for some time, but apparently Steve, her now ex-husband, was a great guy.
Okay.
And really cared about the children.
Okay.
Diane worked for the United States Postal Service, where she was responsible for the mail routes in Cottage Grove, Oregon. According to Steve, she lacked any maternal instincts and treated her children like, quote, crap. Diane forbade anything to her children. If Danny demanded a little attention, she rejected him. But the worst was when one day, this is him speaking, I caught Cheryl jumping on her bed. I told her that it was not allowed. I made her sit down and think about what she had done. Cheryl remained calm while looking up and asked, "Is there a gun here?" I replied that no. And what's the reason for asking this question? She told me, "I want to kill me. My mom says I'm bad." Remember, she's like 8.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe 9 or 10, sorry. On May 19, 1983, Diane shot her 3 children
Jesus.
and drove them in a blood-splattered car to Mackenzie Willamette Hospital in Springfield, Oregon. Upon arrival, Danny, age 3, was paralyzed from the waist down. Christy, 8, had suffered a disabling stroke, and Cheryl Lynn, 7, one who was on the bed, was dead. Diane herself had been shot in the left forearm. Diane claimed that a strange man carjacked her on a rural road near Springfield and then shot her and the children. However, investigators and hospital workers became suspicious because they believed her demeanor was too calm for someone who had just experienced such a traumatic event. She also made a number of statements that both police and hospital workers considered highly inappropriate. Diane claimed that shortly before 10:30 p.m. on a drive home from a friend's house, she got out of her car on Old Mohawk Road after being flagged down by a quote-unquote stranger. Diane claimed that this man ordered her to give him her car and that, after she pretended to throw her car keys into a nearby bush, the man walked up to her car and shot her children with a small caliber pistol. So Diane claimed the man walked back towards her and shot her in the arm before he ran northbound around a curve in the road. Diane drove her children to the hospital in Springfield. She described the shooter as having shaggy brown hair and a stubble beard. On June 9th, 1983, so like a month after, in an interview with the Oregonian newspaper, I guess, Diane claimed her children were sleeping at the time of the incident. Diane later altered her story, claiming during court proceedings that the man shot her in the left arm during a physical altercation between them, that the man then opened the driver's side door before shooting her 3 children, and that she was able to flee in her car because she pretended to throw her car keys, and the man went to look for the keys. Suspicions heightened even more when Diane, upon the arrival at the hospital to visit her children, phoned Robert Knickerbocker, a married man and former co-worker in Arizona with whom she had been having an affair. The forensic evidence also contradicted her story. There was no blood spatter on the driver's side of the car, nor any gunpowder residue on the driver's door or on the interior door panel. Knickerbocker also reported to the police that Diane had stalked him and appeared willing to kill his wife in order to possess him exclusively. He stated that he was relieved that she had left for Oregon and that he was able to reconcile with his wife. Diane did not disclose to police that she owned a .22 caliber handgun, but both Steve and Knickerbocker informed authorities that she did. Investigators later discovered that she had bought the handgun in Arizona during her marriage to Steve. While investigators were unable to find the handgun, they did discover unfired cartridges in her home that had extractor markings matching those of the murder weapon. So that means she had put them in the weapon and taken them back out, not fired them. Most damaging, witnesses saw her car being driven very slowly toward the hospital at an estimated speed of 5 to 7 miles per hour, 8 to 11 kilometers, contradicting her claim that she drove to the hospital at a high speed after the shooting. Based on this and additional evidence, Diane was arrested 9 months after the shooting on February 28, 1984, and charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts each of attempted murder and criminal assault. Prosecutors argued that Diane shot her children to be free of them so that she could continue her affair with Knickerbocker, as she claimed that he let it be known that he did not want children in his life. There was testimony by the prosecution's psychiatrist who diagnosed Downs as having narcissistic, histrionic, and antisocial personality disorders. These qualities meant that Diane also fit into the now outdated profile of malignant hysteria psychopathy. So if you're wondering what histrionic means in this capacity, it's an adjective used to describe someone or something that is overly dramatic, theatrical, or excessively emotional in a way that often feels insincere or designed to attract attention. Stated in this testimony was that she shows no remorse. She regards her children with no empathy and as objects or possessions. Any feelings she has for them are superficial and only extend to how they are part of her and her life. Much of the case against her rested on the testimony of her surviving daughter, Christy, who, once she recovered from her stroke and was able to speak, described how her mother shot all 3 children while parked at the side of the road and then shot herself in the arm. Diane was convicted on all charges on June 17, 1984, and sentenced to life in prison plus 50 years. She was required to serve 25 years before being considered for parole. Most of Diane's sentence is to be served consecutively. The judge made it clear that he did not intend for Diane to ever be free again. Diane's sentence meant she could not be considered for parole until 2009. Under Oregon law at the time, as a dangerous offender, Diane would have been eligible for a parole hearing every 2 years until she was released or died in prison. In her first application for parole in 2008, Diane reaffirmed her innocence. She insisted that, quote, "Over the years, I have told you and the rest of the world that a man shot me and my children. I have never changed my story." Her first parole hearing was on December 9th, 2008. Lane County District Attorney Douglas Harkleroad wrote to the parole board, "Diane continues to fail to demonstrate any honest insight into her criminal behavior. Even after her convictions, she continues to fabricate new versions of events under which the crimes occurred." He also wrote that she alternately refers to her assailants as a bushy-haired stranger, 2 men wearing ski masks, or drug dealers and corrupt law enforcement officials. Diane participated in the hearing from the Valley State Prison for Women. She was not permitted a statement, but answered questions from the parole board. After 3 hours of interviews and 30 minutes of deliberation, she was denied parole. She had parole hearings in 2010 and 2020, which were both denied. Diane maintained her innocence in all parole hearings. She was denied parole again in 2025. The Oregon Board of Parole and Post-Prison Supervision gave her a 6-year extended deferral and scheduled her next parole consideration hearing for 2031. Diane's 2 surviving children eventually went to live with the lead prosecutor on her case, Fred Hughey. He and his wife, Joanne, adopted them in 1986. Diane was initially incarcerated at the Oregon Women's Correctional Center in Salem. On July 11, 1987, she escaped from her cell by scaling a 5.5-meter razor wire fence. For 10 days, she managed to evade law enforcement despite a 14-state manhunt before she was recaptured. She received an additional 5-year sentence for this escape. After her recapture, she was transferred to the New Jersey Department of Corrections Clinton Correctional Facility for Women after heavy lobbying from Fred Hughey. The Salem prison was located 66 miles from Hughey's home in Springfield. During her 10 days of freedom, Hughey had feared that Diane would attempt to travel there in hopes of contacting Christy and Danny. Despite significant security upgrades at the women's facility after her escape, state officials accepted Hughey's argument that the risk of harm to Christy and Danny in the event of another escape was too great for Diane to remain incarcerated in Oregon. While in prison, Diane earned an associate degree in general studies. In 1994, after serving 10 years, she was transferred to the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. In 2010, she was relocated to the Valley State Prison for Women in Chowchilla, California, but was transferred out when the facility was converted to an all-male institution in 2013. Prior to her arrest, Diane became pregnant with a 4th child and gave birth to a girl whom she named Amy Elizabeth a month after her 1984 trial. 10 days before Diane's sentencing, Amy was seized by the state of Oregon and adopted by Chris and Jackie Babcock, who subsequently named her Rebecca Babcock. As an adult, Rebecca appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show and ABC's 2020, where she discussed how she felt about her biological mother. Rebecca wrote to Diane in her younger years and has stated that she regrets the contact, regarding her mother as a, quote, monster. In 2020, Rebecca was a subject of Season 2 of the podcast Happy Face, which portrayed her efforts to find her biological father. Now, if you're wondering why the sound is a little bit different on this last part, it's because it was missing from my story yesterday when Mel and I were recording. So I recorded this little segment just today, no Mel. That's why I don't hear her in the background. And if you're wondering what the little squeaking sound was in the background, no, I do not have mice, nor do I have a bird in my place. It was my silly fan. Clearly I need some WD-40 to put on the working mechanism. Anyway, that explains why the sound is maybe a little bit different, but I wanted to finish that story with as much detail as possible. So, as we can determine, Diane Downs is still in prison and will hopefully be there for the remainder of her life. Right, now back to the rest of yesterday's recording. So, her subsequent paroles were denied because she never took responsibility for it.
Right.
Never even admitted guilt. She escaped from prison. And was on the lam, as I said in the 30s, for like a week. Mm-hmm. And she did make contact with her, she had another baby while she was in prison, or just before she went into prison.
Okay.
That girl was adopted by a family, baby girl, who later reached out to Downs and communicated with her as when she was a young girl. It's her biological mom.
Mm-hmm.
After she grew up and learned what she was like, she severed all communication. To my knowledge, Diane is still on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
But the two surviving children of hers that she shot were both adopted by the lead prosecutor in the case.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Adopted them like very soon after and gave them a home. That's kind of cool.
And you said that one of them's disabled and
Paralyzed from the waist down.
And they haven't told the story from their point of view?
There was nothing in this article about it.
Curious what they're saying about it.
You might not want to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're 3, you probably aren't going to recollect details.
Right.
And the other girl, she was the oldest, so I don't know, let's say she was like 9 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She certainly would remember it.
Right.
No question about it. But how many times do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are some very good podcasts about this woman. I do like the one by Morbid. But she's evil.
Evil.
100% evil.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to... my kids are a bird and I can cow-kill them.
Wow.
Really? You need a
Unreal.
license to fish, but any assholes can make a baby.
Yeah. I know. Yes. That is very, very true.
Wow, dude. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's good old Diane Downs.
Wow.
Diane Downer.
She's a piece of shit.
In every conceivable way.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a story for us to bring it on home?
Yeah. I got another shorty.
Okay.
Short ones today. Japan robot wolves are in high demand to scare off bears.
You say Japan robot wolves?
Yes,
I want
did.
One.
Me too.
Big time. I know where I'm putting it out back, too. Go on. I have many questions, but hopefully you'll answer them.
A Japanese company making ferocious-looking robot wolves is being swamped by orders after record numbers of fatal bear attacks on humans last year. Monster Wolf is I love the name. Monster Wolf.
I like it.
Is an animatronic scarecrow with flashing red eyes that howls and growls menacingly.
Sounded good to me.
Sure. To scare away wild animals. Ota Siki, the Japan-based firm that makes the devices, has already received around 50 orders this year, more than the usual volume for an entire year. We make them by hand. We cannot make them fast enough now. We are asking our customers to wait 2 to 3 months. Awareness of bear safety and measures against wildlife damage on farm products improved. There was also a growing recognition that our product is effective in dealing with bears, Ota said. Orders come mostly from farmers, operators of golf courses, and people working outside in rural areas such as in construction. Bears killed 13 people across Japan in 2025 to 26.
I remember hearing that.
More than twice the previous high. More than 50,000 bear sightings were recorded nationwide, more than double the previous record set 2 years before, according to official data. The animals were seen entering homes, roaming near schools, and rampaging through supermarkets and hot spring resorts on an almost daily basis.
Going in to get some groceries or some apples.
Oh,
Jesus.
Frickin' bear. I want to get some ice cream.
I'd give it the apples.
Yeah, I
or
know,
the
right?
ice cream.
Yeah.
Anything it wants.
Anything it wants.
Don't bite
Just
me.
don't eat me.
Right.
The number of bears captured and then culled away tripled from a year earlier to 14,601, also marking an all-time high.
Wow.
Some northern regions also reported in April more than 4 times as many sightings as last year as the animals emerged from hibernation. Monster Wolf features artificial fur draped over an assembled pipe frame, attached to speakers, topped with a menacing, open-mouthed face. Wait till you look this up. It's actually pretty terrifying.
I'm looking forward to it.
For prices starting from around $4,000 or higher, the system comes with a battery, solar panels, sensors, speakers, and other apparatuses. It broadcasts more than 50 kinds of recorded sounds, including human voices and electronic noises, audible for up 1 kilometer away.
Sweet.
What would you make yours say?
I'm going to start writing a list, dude.
The device turns its head from side to side, flashes red LED eyes, while its tail is equipped with blue LEDs. OTA introduced the product in 2016 to prevent damage to agricultural products by deer, boars, and bears, and it was initially created as a gimmick. The company is now upgrading the device by putting it on wheels to chase animals or patrol specific paths.
Wait, so it can move? Oh, yeah, my interest just went up a lot.
OTA also plans to develop a handheld version for hikers, anglers, and school children, while also exploring artificial intelligence cameras for future models. We wanted to apply our manufacturing to do our part to deal with bears, he said. Yeah, wait till you...
Handheld version?
Yeah, I don't really know what that was all about, but... Maybe
Yeah.
you can control it from like a remote if you have a little one. Oh, who knows?
Wow. Yeah, I guess
It's a cool looking thing, man. Like
I've
it's
no doubt.
kind of creepy.
I've already started building an image in my head. Does it look Japanese? Like, I don't mean like the Japanese cheekbones or eyes, but I mean, does it
No.
look like it would have been designed by somebody, like how their anime is?
No, not really.
No?
No. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy looking.
God, I like it.
So yeah, I know what's on my Christmas list.
Yeah, dude. If they could be self-guiding,
Yeah,
and
putting it on wheels and it just starts chasing you. Oh my
and
god!
bites.
All you see are like red eyes,
I want it to bite too.
and it's like talking to you. Like,
Yeah. Hey, man, don't tell ya. You killed my father. Now I should
now
have my
it's time to
revenge.
die.
Wow, dude, I like that.
Yeah,
I like robotics is fascinating.
it is and terrifying.
Like
All at the
you
same
know
time.
how you're aware that Ukraine and Russia are having a war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine's been using armed robots.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Ever seen the movie Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Do you remember the opening scene of it? It's after. It's everybody. We live now in the embryonic stage of AI.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait.
Mm.
And that whole movie is built on the premise that, AI learns. It's called artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
It learns as it goes. The more you give it, the better it learns.
Yeah.
Well, it's a defense thing called Skynet
Mm-hmm.
that they put in charge to operate the missiles. So because they found that in doing tests where guys in the missile command centers were, told, okay, Russians have fired missiles. They're coming.
Mm-hmm.
It was only a training exercise, but these guys didn't know that. And some of them failed to launch their missiles because they're like, I don't really want the deaths of millions of people on my ass.
Right.
So they got rid of the humans. I'm mixing up the movie War Games a bit in here, but it's fair. So they handed it over to AI because the computer's going to... I don't have any morals.
Mm-hmm.
Except that AI, as it got smarter, learned that, you know what? Humans are actually the problem on this planet.
Right.
They destroy the environment. They let millions of their own die from starvation and disease. We'll fire the missiles at them.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. And human civilization collapses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, lots of humans left alive, but now they're fighting AI hunter-killer robots that are out there to eradicate all humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these robots that Ukraine are using, they're nothing as advanced as that, obviously. But if you come up against them, well, what are you going to do? Like, hey, look, I surrender, please. I'm on your side. You're not going to rationalize with it.
Yeah.
It's going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's its design.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking terrifying.
It is terrifying. AI scares the shit out of me.
Oh, like I'm still pretty good at recognizing AI.
Videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not flawless.
Nope.
I really have to look.
Yeah.
And if somebody says, well, how do you know you guessed it? Because I do it mostly on Reddit. And in the discussion will people be like, here's how you can tell it's AI.
Mm-hmm.
Shadowing is a big one. but it's going to get harder and harder and harder to the point where you won't be able to tell the difference at all.
No.
That scares me.
Yep, sure does.
You know? Anyway.
On that note.
That was a good story, dude. That was interesting. I'm intrigued by that one.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of monster wolves, do you have anything you'd like to say to our people?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Do it.
You guys gotta give us some 5 stars wherever you're listening to us on. Please and thank you. Comment, share, do all those lovely things. Check us out on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you want to check us out.
Tickety-tock.
Tickety-tock.
Yeah, and if you have a couple minutes, give us a review. We genuinely appreciate that.
Yes.
I actually missed an email from your Dragon Boat buddy, Rob.
Oh.
Who sent a story idea.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I missed it, and I replied to him this past week apologizing for having missed it. And I don't remember offhand what it was, but it was a decent idea.
Okay.
So
cool.
I'm going to look into it a bit
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, like that.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. So yeah, leave us a bit of a review if you can, but mostly spread the word. Actually, mostly keep listening.
Yes.
Because we very much enjoy this, and we're now in our 3rd year.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It's ridiculous.
It's a lot of hours sitting here.
Huh? It's a lot of hours having you here.
You're welcome.
Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll join us again next week.
Yes.
So, in the meantime, please take good care of yourselves and one another.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mal. Music by Audionautics.com.